Okay, hey Jules, I know it's been a long time, but I promised you I'd make this video, so here it is. Catching passes. Firstly, let's talk about wall passes, because on a tornado, a wall pass is incredibly easy to catch, and it's actually one of the first passes that I learned, and it's obviously essential to your game. The wall pass really is as much about how you pass as to how you catch it, because I'm not even going to hold this rod, and you should find from a brush pass that the ball can just stay on the rod. So don't worry so much about how you're catching a wall pass. It should just stick to your rod. If I can actually hit this right, it will go into the little wedged point in here, like that. So you can see that the actual wall pass itself, there's not a lot of anything you need to do with your right hand. It's all about getting the right point to brush the ball down into the nice little spot. So just practice hovering over the ball whilst it's still, and then just brushing it down into the man, and that'll be your brush down, and that should be easy to catch. Now with the lane pass, obviously it's a bit more difficult, and if you watch my right hand as I pass, I start with it about here, kind of almost straight down, and then as I pass I bring it out to soften the catch, to kind of like you would in baseball, catch it in a glove. So it's gonna, I'll just do this from stationary just for ease. It's gonna look something like this. Again, you're hovering, and instead of going down, you're gonna go up, and you're going to bring your man forward, which catches it nicely. So same thing, hover over it, bring it up. And when I'm making a pass, my left hand is tight, is holding the rod tight for the pass, but my right hand is soft for the pass. So tell yourself, just before you make a pass every time, to just soften your right hand, and then as you go to make the pass, just push it out just to catch it, because if you keep it straight down, like instead of bringing it out, then you're probably going to find it's going to stab back, or it's not going to be under as much control. And if you do that fast, things like that are going to happen. So you're going to have a lot more control when as you pass, you just bring your right hand, just point the man out a bit, so it just brings the ball under control. Exactly the same thing for a stick pass. If you're going to stick it, it's just going to go. Should just. I'm not doing a great example of that, but a wall pass, same thing, just keep your man on the wall, and he can be down, and then you should just find it sticks into that gap. So you just pull it down as fast as you can, and then hit it, and this can just stay against the wall. So that is actually the best pass to learn straight off the bat, Jules, is a fast wall pass on tornado, because then people have to stay on the wall when they're playing you, and then you can do a nice easy lane like that, because they're so worried about how fast your wall pass is. So when it's on the wall, just keep it straight down, and you should find you should have no problems catching anything. And then when it's through the lane, just make sure as you make the pass, you saw my right hand on that one, you can rewind that and replay it. I just bring it out and just put the toe of the man a bit forward so it just catches it nicely. And just obviously one for fast, just so you can see how it would be done, would be like that. So that's how, these balls are pretty terrible, but that's how you, there you go, how you catch passes.